City Secretary, call the call. Make the call, please.
Más o menos years you could tell. Notice of a public meeting of the City Commission of the City of Brownsville. Pursuant to Chapter 551, Title 5 of the Texas Government Code, the Texas Open Meetings Act, notice is hereby given that the City Commission of the City of Brownsville, Texas, in accordance with Article 5, Section 12 of the Charter of said city, will convene a regular meeting on Tuesday, January the 5th, 2010, at 6 p.m. at the Commission Chambers on the second floor of the Brownsville City Hall Federal Building located at 1001 East Elizabeth Street, Brownsville, Cameron County, Texas. Pledge of Allegiance.
At this time, I'll have everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Let us pray. Father God, we thank you so much for your love. Help us to each get better at distributing that love to others. Help each of us to never rejoice when something bad happens to someone else, but to encourage them and to give them your love, Lord. Lord, I ask that you be in charge in this meeting and that the best for the city of Brownsville happen here tonight. Help each of us to, again, show your love to each other, to respect each other even when we disagree, to realize that our colleague may have something worthwhile to share, and to hear and listen intently. Lord, we thank you for all these things. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Commissioners report.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome back. And at this time, we'll begin with our commissioners' reports, and we'll begin with Commissioner Charlie Atkinson.
How y'all doing? Happy New Year. Talk a little bit about the sports park. Just to let you know out there, some of the leagues have ended, football and soccer, but we're making a quick turnaround. And anybody who wants information about the sports park can go to the website. And at the website, it can tell you what exactly you can do out there if you're a team or you're an individual. So I recommend everybody goes out there. I know there's a lot of New Year's resolutions to shed the pound, so this is a good opportunity for people to go out there. I'm one of them, to go out there and take advantage of a great park.
Thank you. Commissioner Gowan?
I'd like to give a Happy New Year to everyone. I'd like to give you a brief update on Imagine Brownsville, a United Brownsville opportunity. To make it clear that work is still being done very actively on 15 different committees of different topics that are important to Brownsville in our current time and future. The coordinating board will definitely be a board that makes recommendations and suggestions that are non-binding. There will be 14 members that vote on this board from the 7 different entities that have overwhelmingly elected to participate with Imagine Brownsville, and 7 non-voting directors as well from the community. The subcommittees are being formed, people are being asked to participate, and everyone has been responding in a very enthusiastic way. The form that the Imagine Brownsville will take is still being determined as to whether it be a 501c3 category organization. Bylaws are being drawn up, and it is clear and unanimous that directors' meetings, although do not necessarily have to be open to the public, will be open to the public. Lastly, there will be a kickoff event on January the 21st in the morning that the press will be invited to for all 7 entities to sign and pledge on, and this event will be televised as well. More to come as progress ensues.
All right, and on my general update, I'd like just to inform the community, especially within the District 1 area in Southmost, that Public Works and through Carlos Lastra Engineering, we do have several projects coming up, and I am going to be calling in early March for a community meeting at the community center so that people can come by and get informed about the different projects that are going to be going on throughout the year within the Southmost area. So that's part of my general update, and at this time we're going to continue on there for proclamations. So City Secretary, could you call them out? Hudson Elementary, second grade chess team.
Yep, anybody here from the chess team, come on up. Mayor Pro Tem, just to let you know, I put this on the agenda on behalf of all of us, because we want to recognize these kids for an outstanding job they did, and the proclamation speaks for itself. So.
Are you going to read it from up here?
Yeah, I can read it real quick. All right, guys. This is a proclamation of the City Commission of Brownsville, Texas, recognizing and congratulating the Hudson Elementary School second grade chess team on its second place finish in the National K-12 Championships in Dallas, Texas. Whereas Brownsville, Texas has long enjoyed the reputation of being one of the leading chess centers in Texas, and whereas on December 11th, 12th, and 13th of 2009 in Dallas, Texas, the Hudson Elementary School second grade chess team continued that record of excellence by winning second place in the National K-12 Championships. And whereas first place was literally a fraction away, with the team losing by a half a point to a team from New York, and whereas team members include Mateo Salas, Troy Trevino, Ramses Linan, Jorge A. Mares, and Norberto Manzares, playing under the tutelage of coaches Luis Gomez and Sergio Novello, with the guidance of school principal Dr. Rita B. Hernandez. And whereas everyone involved in this excellent performance is eagerly awaiting a rematch with the New Yorkers in the Spring Nationals in 2010. And whereas we extend to the players, coaches, and administrators at Hudson Elementary School our congratulations on a great performance and a job well done. Now, therefore, we, the members of the City Commission of the City of Brownsville, Texas, by virtue of authority vested by the charter of said city, do hereby recognize and congratulate the Hudson Elementary School second grade chess team on its second place finish in the National K-12 Championships in Dallas, Texas, and further wish the team even greater success in the future. Done on this 5th day of January 2010, signed by Pat O'Mala and the rest of the City Commission.
Commissioners, Mr. Kabler, thank you, Mr. Young, for your help with this. As you know, Brownsville is blessed with wonderful talent, so thank you for choosing our students to recognize tonight. They are amazing. I wish I could say I taught them how to play. I am simply their travel agent. I book their travel, and that is it. All glory goes to them, their wonderful parents, all the individuals with the cameras out there, and of course their coaches. So, you know, Commissioner Atkinson, I had forgotten about that half point. I was, it's another week of lost sleep, but we'll be ready. We'll be ready for nationals, right, guys? Yes. Yep. All right. Thank you so much.
No, we haven't done that yet. That's the next one. Details we have here. Jimmy Gonzalez, Grupo Más.
Yes, sir. Everybody, Cindy, Lisa, how's it going?
I got it.
It's being,
It's getting last touch up. Here we go. I want to thank real quick Jimmy Gonzalez and Grupo Mas for the excellent job they've done. And this was brought about by George Gavito. He gave me a call and wanted to see if the city could recognize you for a job well done. And let me read this to you. It's a proclamation of the City Commission of Brownsville, Texas, recognizing and congratulating Jimmy Gonzalez and El Grupo Mas on their continuing contributions to Tejano music. Whereas Brownsville native Jimmy Gonzalez has dedicated the past 31 years to the music business and to entertaining his public, and is recognized as one of the most popular, successful, and influential Tejano artists in the world, winning over the past 3 decades 15 gold records, 10 platinum records, and has recently been awarded with his 7th Tejano Music Award Grammy. And whereas Jimmy Gonzalez began his music career playing in smoke-filled clubs and has, through the dedication and hard work, risen to the top, beginning in 2001 with Tejano Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Male Entertainer of the Year, and Male Vocalist of the Year, along with the 2001 Tejano Music Industry Life Achievement Award and Best Tejano Musician Guitar Awards. And whereas Jimmy Gonzalez in 2001 also won the first of 3 consecutive Grammy Awards for Best Tejano Album, ¿Quién iba a pensar?, followed in 2002 by Siempre Humildad, and in 2003 by Si Me Faltas Tú. And whereas the 2003 Latin Grammy was accompanied by the 2003 Tejano Music Award for Song of the Year, Yo Te Voy a Amar, crossing over Song of the Year, Ahora Que Hago Sin Ti, and was nominated for Univision's prestigious Premio Lo Nuestro Award. And whereas then on November 5th, 2009, Jimmy Gonzalez continued his winning tradition with the presentation of his 7th Latin Grammy Award for Best Tejano Album. The legend continues and thus remains as perhaps the premier Tejano artist in the world, and is certainly a credit to his hometown and is loved by the people he strives to entertain his audience. Now, therefore, we, the members of the City Commission of the City of Brownsville, Texas, by virtue of authority vested by a charter of said city, and on behalf of all our citizens, do hereby recognize and congratulate Jimmy Gonzalez and El Grupo Mas on their unmatched success in the world of Tejano music, and further wish them unending success in the future. Done on this day of January, 5th day of January 2010, signed by Mayor Pat Ahumada and the rest of the City Commission. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, man. It's a pleasure, man. And first of all, I've been blessed by God so many times, and I come a long way since Tyler Street, enfrente de la Buena Vida. And man, it's unbelievable. And when our breakup back in 1988 with Joe Lopez, we had the old Mas was never won a Latin Grammy, and I just didn't know what to do when the breakup. I was always behind the scene. And my wife said, just what you did for Joe Lopez, do it for yourself. And I did, and a lot of trips to church and stuff. And 7 Grammys later, I'm here with you guys today. So thank you so much. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Mr. Ahumada and Rick. And I don't know a lot of the people here, but thank you so much. And I'm here for Brownsville. Brownsville is mentioned everywhere in the world that I go, and I'm very proud of my town, and I love Brownsville, and I love you guys. Thank you so much.
yes, Tito Mata.
I can lift weights too.
A proclamation of the City Commission of Brownsville, Texas, recognizing Tito Mata for his powerlifting excellence. Whereas Tito Mata has long been a recognized leading advocate in Brownsville of physical fitness, healthy lifestyles, and bodybuilding, and for years operated a gymnasium that served as a headquarters for local fitness devotees. And whereas Tito Mata continues his dedication to physical fitness and strong physiques by proving his prowess in the world of competitive powerlifting. And whereas on April 25, 2009 in Austin, Texas, Tito Mata won the Open and Masters Bench Press Championship at the American Powerlifting Federation Texas Classic, and in so doing broke the Texas bench press record for the Master 50 to 54 age division and the 220 weight class. And whereas on August 1, 2009, Tito Mata won the Open and Masters Bench Press Championship at the United States Powerlifting Federation Texas Roundup, and in so doing broke the Texas bench press record for the 50 to 59 age division and the 220 weight class. And whereas on August 15, 2009 at Dallas, Texas, Tito Mata won the International Strength Association World Championship for the age of 50 through 59 age division and the 198 weight class, also breaking the record of 360 pounds by lifting 370 pounds. And whereas Tito Mata is an example of what can happen when a competitor dedicates himself to excellence and achievement, and for this he deserves our congratulations. Now therefore, we, the members of the City Commission of the City of Brownsville, Texas, by virtue of the authority vested by the charter of said city, do hereby recognize and congratulate Tito Mata on his winning performances in the world of competitive powerlifting, and further wish him many more successes in the future. Done on this, the first day of December 2009, Pat Ahumada and City Commissioners.
I'd like to thank everyone here. This means a lot to me. You know, 40 years ago, I had a dream, and I dreamt of being a world champion. And you know what? Nobody believed me. And I started off in a garage lifting bricks, and my father, I'll never forget, got some coffee cans, filled them up with cement, and that's how I started. And back in the 70s, I used to tell people, I want to open up a gym. And nobody thought that a gym would happen in Brownsville. Nobody, it's not going to happen. It happened. I've retired from the gym business, and I'm now pursuing my second goal. I'm pursuing a PhD. I just graduated, and that is my goal, to become a world champion and to attain my PhD. And I want to thank all of you. I'll never forget this. And everywhere I go, I stand proud for Brownsville. You know, people, first of all, they ask me, what are you? And I say, I'm a Mexican-American, and I am from Brownsville. And they Mexican-American? What are you doing here? But let me tell you, when I get up and I hold those trophies, They know who I am, and they know where Brownsville, Texas is today. Thank you.
Start talking reclamations. Yeah. Employee of the month.
Okay, next we got our own little
Employee of the month, Mayor?
Employee of the Month recognition award. And who's the, this month's recipient? Employee of the Month. Our first one, right?
We're beginning the new year, Mayor and members of the commission. So our first employee for 2010 Employee of the Month. And let me congratulate the Employee of the Year for last year was Michael Franklin from the Traffic Department. So we start off with the new year with our Employee of the Month for January, Karina Zuniga.
Congratulations.
Karina works under the City Secretary's office, and as you can see by her lovely smile, she is recognized as someone that does fantastic with customer service, people that come in there for records, etc. A lot of pressure during the time that we were giving out the birth certificates for immigration purposes and things like that, and she handled it very well. She's multitasked, and she also helps out with statistical information, depending on what division is needing help at the department. She's always there to help out. She also helps us out with the events we have, for example, Charo Days, and et cetera. She's always there for us, whether it's during work time or after time. She's there with us at all times. She's obtained state certification in areas that are really in dire need at the Secretary's office, including acknowledgement of paternity processes and things like that. So as Employee of the Month, she's entitled to our plaque, Employee of the Month Award to Karina Zuniga for the month of January. And Employee pin. And she gets a cap. I don't know if she'll wear it, but she can give it to somebody she likes. And of course, she's eligible for the Employee of the Year in December when we have our banquet. So congratulations, and Karina has a lot to say, so I'll pass on the baton.
Still good? Is she still get a day off?
Yeah, she'll
A
get
week?
a day off.
A week?
Don't push
A
it.
week if she makes Employee of the Year.
Okay. Well, I want to,
Congratulations.
thank you. I want to thank the city to giving me the opportunity to work, because if they didn't, I wouldn't be here. Thank Estela and the staff for helping me learn everything I know. And thank you very much. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay, Commissioner's report, Commissioner Atkins?
We've done that already.
Okay. I'll do the mayor's report then real quick. The WEIR project, one of the most important projects for Brownsville. It's a 29-year-old project. We had a meeting in El Paso December 16th. All the key players were there. IBWC, CILA, Kanawha, the federal agency like the EPA in the United States, and the issues we discussed, risk management, risk issues, cost issues, and political issues, and what it would take to get the project done. And everybody agreed this was a good project and the risks were minimal, and decided to exchange letters of support for the project, and also define clearly the cost aspect of the project, and the agreement agreement to construct the project, and they're going to formalize that hopefully within 45 to 90 days at the most. If everything stays on track, I think that's when the presidential permit they'll start the process for that project. So I think everybody came out of that meeting very pleased, exceeded our expectations. We didn't expect, because there was a lot of opposition, we expected maybe another meeting or two to resolve them, but we resolved all the issues. The MPO is chairman. We're dealing with many infrastructure issues, dealing with roads and grants, and there's millions of dollars coming to us through the MPO. Pause right now is trying to address concerns with the weather, to help get the word out in conjunction with the city. People to provide shelter for the pets, either farm animals or mascots, to make sure they protect them from the elements. Insulated cardboard, cardboard's an insulator. We encourage people to lay out cardboard in garages and put their pets in the garage or indoors to help keep the pets warm and get through this cold snap. Toys for children. We put out a bulletin, a press release, and the only one that took advantage of this opportunity was Ciudad Victoria. People from Brownsville had the same opportunity, and we sent 1,800 toys to Ciudad Victoria for the disadvantaged children over there, and we sent some toys, I think, to Matamoros also. The churches here, for some reason or another, maybe with short notice or something, did not participate. Hopefully next year they will. One here and one in Harlingen. One here and one Harlingen? Okay, we did have then 2 churches participate then. We're still working. We submitted the mayor's grant for $100,000, which I think we stand a good chance of obtaining. The health fair will be postponed till March or April due to the holidays and a bunch of other stuff taking place. It was decided to postpone it till March or April to get more support for it. Hopefully we'll get the medical community more involved. Cruelty to animals has been a big issue. We're hoping that this incident of the cruelty of that black puppy sends a strong message that it's not tolerated in Brownsville, and we're hoping that this will be a felony charge, indictment, not a misdemeanor. To have anything less, I think, would be to minimize this kind of behavior, and it's not accepted or tolerated in Brownsville. We're asking that it be a felony, not a misdemeanor. My travel, I was in Ciudad Victoria the 23rd, trying to get more support for the WEIR, and I just got back from Victoria again. So I'm still working very actively on this because I think this is a very important project for the city of Brownsville. It's something that will increase our water reserves from 25 days to 45 days, no, from 10 days to 45 days, and Matamoros water reserves from 2 days to 25 days. And also it'll help us maybe bring the wall down as an alternative by offering the WEIR project as a security measure instead of the wall. Right now with the weather expected to get below freezing temperatures, at my direction, the day before yesterday, I contacted the assistant city manager, the emergency management coordinator, SIC and 2, Art Rodriguez, the health department director, Bill Young, our public service coordinator, to try to raise awareness for people, especially the young and the elderly, to make sure that they protect themselves, not be out and about, hopefully, to minimize any risks, either get sick or loss of life. Anybody that does not have shelter, we're going to provide a number on channel 12. The number is 956-504-7405. For those that do not have heating, please contact us, and if you need transportation, we'll pick you up and take you to a shelter. We're going to start with the Osanam Center as a refuge place for those who do not who need shelter and need warmth because they don't have either transportation or heat in their house. If we need to open up another one in the southmost area or other place, depending on the amount of calls we get, we will open up another shelter. But I urge citizens to help each other out. If you can, invite a neighbor. If you know if he doesn't have heat, invite him over. Let's make sure we don't lose anybody or anybody gets seriously sick. Minimize the risk to the elderly and the young, and particularly children will be going to school. Make sure they're protected, make sure they're well covered. And we ask that everybody take the necessary precautions to avoid costly damage to their house. Either shut your valves at the meter to where you cut off the water going into the house so your pipes don't freeze. Open your faucets so they'll drain, and so water won't be stuck in the pipes, and again, they'll freeze and bust. So open up your faucets, drain them, store up in water, put it in your bathtub, that way you can have for your bathroom, pots, potable water, just to ride out those what's expected to be a very cold snaps below the 30s, particularly Friday and Saturday. Or leave your faucets running a little bit so the water does not stand still and freeze and bust pipes, which can be very costly and do damage to your house. So the Osanam Center will be open. Others opened if needed. The number will be on channel 12, and I will repeat the number again, 504-7405 if you need transportation, if you can't get to shelter, and if you don't have heat. With that, we will proceed with then the...
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I omitted something on my report. I was wondering if I would be able to just read it out. On Thursday, January the 31st, there will be an Energy Efficiency Green Conference and Expo held at the iTech Center for UTB-TSC. And it is an all-day. There is a $25 registration fee. And you can look on energy-expo.org for more information as far as what's going to be going on at the conference. But it is on Thursday, January the 21st. It's a day-long conference, and I believe lunch is provided with the fee. So that'll be going on once again Thursday, January the 21st. Energy Efficiency Green Conference Expo at the UTB Center, at the iTech. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I also forgot, I went to speak at the Idea Academy, and I think Raul Seguirre, and I got some very lovely letters from children, Christmas cards, and I mean, it was just thanking me and really, really appreciative of what we do. Let me read one to you real quick. It says, Dear Mayor Ahumada, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to IDEA's 6th grade class. We are so grateful to have a government official like you who not only cares about animals, but also cares about inspiring young students to take care of their communities. We hope you enjoyed the experience as much as we did. Sincerely yours, Ms. Schneider's class and everybody else. And I got letters of them and stuff like that. It's great to go out there and meet the kids and talk to them about being part of the community and concerns they may have. And Raul Seguirre did the same thing. Let's see, got letters of thank you from others, from Ciudad Victoria for the toys on behalf of the city. Tomorrow we'll be going to, and the commissioners are invited, we'll be going to Matamoros. There's going to be a little reception or ceremony there, thanking the city of Brownsville for responding in their need when there was a fire last year in Matamoros, and Lenny Perez, Chief Perez, and the firemen responded and helped out a lot and contained the fire and helped make sure that the loss was minimal as much as could be. So they have we received an invitation today. Chief Lenny Perez is going there tomorrow with me, and of course the commissioners are invited to go there also to accept the recognition on behalf of the city. With that, we'll move on to item 5, the consent agenda items.
Consent agenda items numbers A through C. A through E, I'm sorry.
Okay. This is the consent agenda items. Can I have a motion? To approve? We have a second. Commissioner Atkinson seconds it. Commissioner Triani makes a motion. Any discussion? All in favor?
Hold on, I got something.
Okay, you have a discussion?
There's one agenda item I guess that should have been on there, and it wasn't posted for a second reading. As far as the loans, that loan thing,
For the
the payday
employees?
loans, it's not on the
The payday loans.
on the
The
agenda.
payday loans.
The payday loans, it's not on the agenda, so I think that has to come back up next.
Right, we didn't get any information on that. That's why it's not on there, but as soon as we get something, it will be back on the agenda.
Okay, that's why I want to make sure.
But right now, we have no issue with these right here to
No, no.
approve. Okay, we have a motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item 6.
Item 6, consideration and action to appoint or reappoint 3 alternates to the Board of Adjustments.
Do we have any appointments?
Good evening, Mayor, members of the City Commission. Yes, we do have 2 applicants that came to apply, Mr. Mike Garza and Joyce Brown.
I'm going to appoint Mike Garza.
We have a motion by Commissioner Atkins, second by Commissioner Rani, for Mike Garza. Any discussion? All in favor? All in favor? Aye. Aye. All opposed? Carries unanimously. You have another appointment?
You have one?
Okay, do you have another suggestion? No?
Well, if you want to
Just
nominate,
Joyce Brown is the second person.
yeah.
Okay, we have,
Okay, wait, we have 3 alternates.
yeah, but we only have 2 right now.
We have 2 applicants, unless you want to nominate.
Joyce Brown's the nominee. Can I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by Dr. Gowan, Commissioner Gowan. Any discussion? All in favor? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we'll save the next one for next.
Mayor, Commissioner Atkinson, the payday loan was a resolution that was signed on December the 15th.
It was already disposed of?
What do you mean?
The payday loans that you were inquiring about? It does not require a second reading. It's a resolution.
I'll commit, and the thing, it
Thank
says
you.
it's a public hearing.
It wasn't a public hearing, it was a resolution.
Well, in our packet, it says it's a public hearing. That's all. I just want to make sure we're not
We'll
doing anything.
go into that, but it was a resolution that was signed on December the 15th. We'll look at that.
Okay, item 7.
Item 7, announcement of mayoral appointment to the Brownsville Housing Authority.
Okay, I have an announcement on an appointment to the Brownsville Housing Authority, Art Rendon. Okay? And he'll be joining the board there with Brownsville Housing Authority. Okay, number 8.
Public comment period.
We have how many?
We have 5.
5, okay. The first one is Craig Timmer, Mr. Timmer. The second, Ms. Putnett, Ms. Timmer again, Rose Timmer. And then Mr. Oresti, and then Jolie Rubio, in that order.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Commissioners. My name is Craig Timmer, and I'm here to thank you again and to thank everyone here for supporting this plastic bag ordinance that was just recently passed. I think it's going to be wonderful. I couldn't help but think when those young people were up here, the second graders and the chess that they won, the chess project that they won, the competition, that when these young people grow up, they're going to see a very different Brownsville from what we see right now, and I think that is just really, really fantastic, and I think all of us deserve a big round of applause, y'all for passing it, the people out here for working on it, and it's just really a great thing, and we're going to see a Brownsville that's going to look a lot like it did 20 or 25 years ago instead of a big mess like we see right now. So, again, thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Mr. Timmer. Sharon Putnett, my cohort.
Greetings. I too want to take the opportunity to thank you for making this very, very necessary decision. If ever you are in doubt as to the decision you've made, all you have to do is Google dangers of plastic bags, and it will certainly bring to light really, truly, the dangers of plastic bags. I'm very concerned, as I know the mayor is as well, in terms of wildlife and our plants and our animals. And I think this has been a good decision for them because we are the ones that have to speak for them. So I just want to take this opportunity. Everybody's heard about as much from Sharon Putnett as they need to on recycling and litter control and whatever. So I do want to thank you for making this decision. I appreciate that.
Thank
Well, thank you for making it happen too, Ms. Burnett, along with everybody else. Ms. Timmer.
I'm excited. This is wonderful. Thank you very much.
It's a good day for Brownsville.
It's a good day for Brownsville, and it's going to continue to be a good day for Brownsville. I met with some of the people that were very interested and instrumental in bringing this forward over the holidays, and we've got a lot of projects planned. So we'll be back to give you updates. I've had a tremendous amount of phone calls. I don't know if you know, I'm sure you do if you get on the web, that Healthy Communities is partnering with Walt Disney World to, if you give a day to the community, you get a ticket to Walt Disney World resorts. You have to sign up, you go to their website, and we have had a tremendous response on people who want to volunteer with the city. We're going to do Gonzalez Park. I got that call right before we came to the commissioners meeting. We're going to do a pilot recycling. We're going to clean up the areas. Healthy Communities, oh, sorry, am I done? Healthy Communities is going to sponsor a lens on litter to, again, get people to be aware of our litter problem. We're going to partner with the school district, the Banza people, to go forward and let people know that we are very serious about our litter problem. And we hope to be back this time next year with curbside recycling. We're looking at some serious money for that, and Healthy Communities will spearhead that. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Ms. Timmer.
Thank you.
Mr. Oresti? Some positive hope?
Roberto Oresti, 1220, Calle Pluton, Galaxia. I would like to give this commission a picture. The picture is, I'd like to thank the Health Department, Mr. Rodriguez. He took action in the last meeting I came. The tires on top of this house, and they're gone. And this is an abandoned house on Calle Pluton and in Calle Espacio. All the tires were on top of this house, and they were there for such a long time, and finally they're gone. And I'd like to say thank you for him taking quick action on that. The second thing I'd like to thank is Chief Carlos Garcia for working on the 31st of December. He came by when I was working at night at the car wash that I work at night, and he came by and he came to make sure that it was all right. And I'd like to say thank you. The chief was working out that whole night, I think, and I'd like to say thank you for the chief for being so kind, for being there for me. And I'd like to bring a second picture. And this is a concern I brought at December. And this is Old Port Isabel Road and Boca Chica. And what happened was the Public Works went out there maybe yesterday, and they just put dirt on this humongous hole that's right there. And this morning, a truck went over it again and started digging into it again. This is a problem that's concerning a lot of people, especially the Kentucky Fried Chicken that's right there at the corner. It needs to be done a better job. This is getting terrible. It was almost 18 to 2 feet down, and all the pipes that were there are busted. So this is a concern. I keep looking at this because if people are passing Boca Chica and we have tourists coming through there, they need to, we don't want them to see this kind of thing. And this is a heavily traffic area, and it needs to be taken care of once and for all. This is a major problem, and it's going to continue. And the next thing is, I just like to say thank you to all those people that came by where I work, saying that I bring many issues that they like to be up here. And I like to extend a invitation to all those concerned citizens to come up here. That I come up here because sometimes people don't want to come up here. They're afraid, but they shouldn't be afraid to come up here. This is not, it is a public speaking, it is hard. It's not something that you can just come up here and say, I practiced overnight and came up and did a good job. It's not. It's hard. And I'd like to invite all the people in Brownsville, they have a concern, come up here and don't be afraid. Thank you very much, gentlemen and ladies.
Thank you, Mr. Oresti. Jolie Rubio.
May I just say, Mayor, that we're not finished with that we're just starting. We're just starting that project, so we're not finished.
Okay.
Mayor, Commission, my name is Joe Lee Rubio. I'm the immediate past chairman of the Brownsville Beautification Committee, and as such, I'm an advisory member for life. I didn't know that until later on, but I'd like to tell you all thanks for the plastic bag ordinance. It has the support of everyone on the Beautification Committee. I'm also a board director of the Healthy Communities of Brownsville, and as such, we've partnered together on many occasions to make Brownsville a cleaner, nicer place. A lot of our cleanups involve volunteers from both groups, monies from both groups to keep Brownsville looking nice, at least on a couple of occasions throughout the year. And this plastic bag ordinance, the voluntary compliance this year, the education efforts that we're going to be having this year to educate the public on alternatives to plastic bags, to businesses as to their alternatives also, will go a long way in keeping Brownsville beautiful. I can't tell you how overjoyed I am to know that we've passed this. I believe we'll probably be the first community, I believe, in the state of Texas and probably in the southern part of the United States to have this kind of ordinance in place. I know it's going to take a little bit of work in order to get everybody educated and to have an enforcement of an ordinance, but it's not something that can't be overcome in the next couple of years, and hopefully this will serve as a model to other communities in the United States and around the world. I know the efforts in Mexico are very further advanced than we are in the United States, because I travel in Mexico. I just got back from the Huasteca region, and everywhere you go, whenever they have a festival and stuff like that, they have recycling efforts on the festivals. They have ecological movements to eliminate trash, reduce their amount of waste in their dumps and stuff like that, the burning of the dumps. So they've seemed like they've gone a little bit past us, but hopefully we can recover some ground with this kind of model ordinance and show that we're also concerned about our environment here in South Texas and the United States. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, item 9, please.
Item 9, consideration and action to adopt resolution number 2010-001 to reaccept, review, amend, and readopt all of the provisions listed in the documents titled City of Brownsville, Texas Amended Investment Policy and City of Brownsville, Texas Amended Investment Strategy Statement.
Honorable Mayor, members of the City Commission, once a year we come to you to show you the investment policy, any changes that we need to make to our investment and strategy statement. And this is a result of the Texas Government Code, Chapter 2256 of the Public Funds Investment Act, Subchapter A, Authorized Investments for Governmental Entities, Section 225.003 of Subsection E, states, the governing body of an investment entity shall review its investment policy and investment strategies not less than annually. The governing body shall adopt a written instrument by rule, order, ordinance, or resolution stating that it has reviewed the investment policy and or investment strategies. The City Commission adopted the city's investment strategy policy on the 24th of September of 1996. The city's investment and strategy policy has been amended and reviewed 10 times since then. Since our First National Bank acts as our depository contract, it pays right now 2.6% on all our certificates of deposits. We're amending our policy to increase the diversification of certificates of deposit because of the interest rate that they have right now, from 75 to 100%. This policy is also updating the current list of the investment brokers. We're also updating the entire city's operating funds, construction and capital improvement funds, and debt service funds, where we are investing all the idle funds for the city. The investment and strategy policy is a very conservative policy. The city does not invest its idle cash in risky investments such as derivatives. Our investment policy's primary objectives is for preservation of capital, safety of city funds, maintenance of sufficient liquidity, maximization of return within acceptable risk constraints, diversification of investments, and something that's not there is, of course, the yield. In 1996, the state of Texas required cities such as ours to develop and adopt an investment and strategy policy soon after the Orange County, California, soon after they filed for bankruptcy on December 6, 1994. So when this happened, the state of Texas decided to require all municipalities to have an investment policy because they wanted to make sure that what happened in Orange County way back in '94 would not happen to us. And a little bit brief history of Orange County. Orange County became the largest municipality in U.S. history to declare bankruptcy after the county treasurer of the Orange County had lost $1.7 billion of taxpayers' money through investments in risky Wall Street and securities. For several years before then, the county treasurer had done wonders for Orange County because obviously at that time the economy was better. If you recall, '94 brought in one of our recessions, and that gentleman, through those risky investments, we lost $1.7 billion. And of course, when the state found this to be very risky, they decided for us to have an investment policy. So tonight, we recommend and asking that the City Commission approve Resolution 2010-001 as is required by our policy.
Based on the recommendation by our Finance Director, can I have a motion?
I'd move to approve.
Second. We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion?
Mr. Gonzalez, at this time, do you see any need for any updates or for anything that this commission needs to pay attention to as far as with our current national, with the way the nation is right now? Is there anything that we need to protect ourselves from or anything like that?
We take a very conservative approach, Commissioner. We want
As
to
you
make
do
sure
always.
don't go into any risky investments. And we're fortunate right now that the contract that we have with First National Bank, our depository, is paying 2.6 on our CL, certificates of deposit, which are high rate compared to the rates that are being offered today. We will stick with a very conservative approach. We may not earn as much interest, but at least we know it's very safe.
It's steady.
Yes.
Okay.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next item, please.
Item 10. Item 10, consideration and action to authorize the Brownsville Police Department to apply for a 2010 Byrne Justice Assistance Grant being authorized by the Criminal Justice Division of the Governor's Office to assist state and local governments in the reduction of crime through border security enhancement.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion?
Great job, Chief.
You want to say something, Chief?
Mayor, members of the City Commission, good evening and Happy New Year, and thank you for the support.
You're speechless, huh?
I have an easy job.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Good to see you.
Item 11, consideration and action to authorize and accept an interlocal agreement for the Public Safety Interoperable Communications Grant between the Lower Rio Grande Valley Development Council and the City of Brownsville.
This agreement relates to the planning, development, and operation and provisions of the use of the radio interoperable communication equipment and the funding that we received back in fiscal year 2007. Some of this equipment has already been begin to be installed at our communication center, and I'd like to thank Mr. Jeff Johnson because he was very helpful in obtaining this money for us back in fiscal year 2007. And it's just an interlocal agreement as to the provisions of how to use the equipment, how to maintain it, and who has the ownership of the equipment until such time that the federal government relinquishes the ownership to us in 2013.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Grande, second by Commissioner Atkinson. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 12.
Item 12, consideration and action to award a contract for the purchase and delivery of one heavy-duty wheelchair lift-equipped fixed-route transit bus for the City of Brownsville Bus Department.
Good evening, Mayor, City Commissioners. On July 7, 2009, the City Commission awarded a contract for the purchase and delivery of 5 low-floor, heavy-duty, wheelchair, fixed-route transit buses for the City of Brownsville Bus Department to Gillick out of California in the amount of $335,679 each, for a total of $1,678,395. That's a recap. At this time, we would like to recommend the award of a contract for the purchase and delivery of 1 additional transit bus, a fixed route bus, for the Brownsville Bus Department to be awarded once again to Gillick in the amount of $335,679. That's the same amount. As per the contract, we have the right to purchase additional buses for up to 5 years. And this is just another one, an extra one. The delivery of this bus is 545 days after the receipt of the purchase order, but the bus department was able to negotiate the delivery at the same time of the 5 buses that were purchased back in July the 7th. Funding for this procurement is coming out of a federal fund in the amount of $330,000, and the remaining balance of $5,679 is coming out of general fund, or the matching fund.
Motion approved by Commissioner Atkinson. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Longoria. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Adjournment?
Mayor, before we adjourn, I know you'll probably do it also, but just to remind people to please follow all safety precautions during this upcoming freeze.
Let me repeat the number again for people to call. It'll be on channel 12. Please take the advisory precautions that the Herald's putting out, and the media and channel 12, and common sense. We don't want nobody getting sick or losing a life or something like that. So please, if you need transportation, contact us at the number that was put out a minute ago, and we'll provide you the transportation. You got the number?
Yeah. It is 504-7405.
You got it, okay.
Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you very much. Have a motion to adjourn?
Aye.
A second? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion can stay. Thank you.